As you heard in my intro, I'm excited, always, to just be able to stand in front of you to educate and empower you. Specifically, though, what I want to really hone in on is maybe some of those foods that we're putting into our bodies that is actually contributing to all of this illness that we have in America today. In previous speeches, I mentioned an illness that changed the course of my career. The multiple sclerosis diagnosis, MS, a central nervous system disorder. And what happens is your body attacks itself, and it manifests itself in all type of different ways. Again, meet some wonderful people who sat me down to educate me and empower me in the same manner in which I'm trying to do you today, to really take control of your health. And so my goal is to, hopefully, you would have been educated and empowered and inspired to know better and now do better. Statistics, we hear them all the time. So nothing I'm going to tell you is new news or late breaking or a revelation that I just came up with. We know that 1 in 3 women and 1 in 2 men will develop cancer in his or her lifetime. 1 in 3 adults and 1 in 3 adult children will be obese. And then the tagline is, by 2050, 1 in 3 Americans will be diagnosed with diabetes. And those are all lifestyle choices. Those are not hereditary, as I mentioned previously before. With that thought in mind, it's interesting to know that the things, had I known now what I knew 10 years ago, of course I probably wouldn't be standing here today. But God in his infinite wisdom has a reason, season, time, and purpose for everything in our lives, and nothing happens by coincidence. So what I want to do is just share some of the things that I was actually eating for a better quality of life. You really are what you eat. So the goal again is, after you see this visual, I hope it's as shocking as it was for me. And so what's the number 1 disease killer in Americans today? What do you think it is? Absolutely, okay. And then the number 2 would be what? Exactly, okay. So what do you think is feeding all of this? Because since 1970, we've been looking for a cure for cancer, and there seems to be none. So obviously, at this point, something should be going off in your head saying, what we've been doing obviously is not working. So we need to do something different. And I propose we take control of our health by what we put into our body.